2021. We call this meeting to order and ask the clerk to please call the roll.
Trustee Daney? Trustee Daney?
He's on mute.
Unmute.
You need to unmute yourself, Trustee Daney.
All right, how's that? Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Yes. GANDSEY?
Here.
Gunstein?
Here.
Hopkins?
Here.
Ranky?
Present.
Sawonsky?
Here.
President Wallace?
Here. Does anyone, before we get started, have any questions for staff? Hearing none, we'll do the town hall portion of the meeting right now. If anyone have any comments they would like to make, I'll start with those that would be in the chamber here. And if anyone would like to make a comment, please step up to the podium, state your name and address for the record, and try to keep your comments to 3 minutes or less.
Good evening. My name is Michael Murphy, 1098 Horizon. I'd like to address the board in regards to the auto mall and the improvements with the application for the new east parcel and west parcel. I'm concerned specifically about the need for the improvement, and I don't know whether it's the petitioner's responsibility or the village's responsibility into improving the Horizon Drive frontage road. As far as I don't believe it's set up for residential use, but not for what we're anticipating in the east lot, bringing tractor trailers back and forth. I think the right-of-way and the shoulders need to be looked at, and I'd like to find out if it's the village's responsibility or how we can improve that to include in the right-of-way sidewalks or bicycle paths from the Horizon Drive proper to the frontage road designation Horizon. I think staff was telling me some of that is IDOT, and we have some future considerations as well. But for the purposes specifically of that east parking lot and the improvements, we do need to address, for the safety of the residents, the backing up, and actually looking at the staging and positioning of one, construction traffic, and then the deliveries and access for the car dealership.
Okay. Yeah, we will definitely make sure that that's part of our discussions, and I'm sure that they already are on staff.
Did I omit anything, or I think that is the main concern?
So Horizon Drive to the
forward
frontage
to-
road and the staging of cars. We got that.
I
Yep.
am a proponent of responsible development.
Yep.
Not opposed to that. I'd like to welcome our new neighbors and thank staff for their dedication and you people for your volunteering.
I appreciate the comments, and we'll make sure that we keep that in mind.
Please do.
Thank you. Thank you, Michael. There's no one else in the chamber, so with that, I will turn it over to Chris, our IT guy. Is there anyone on the Zoom that would like to speak at Town Hall?
No, sir, there doesn't appear to be.
All right, just for purposes of technology, we will give him a minute. So if anyone that is on the Zoom call, I think it's Zoom, isn't it? Is it Microsoft Meet?
No, it is Zoom, Mayor, and in the interim, let me just say that the governor did extend his executive order, which allows us to have a quorum via Zoom for the meeting tonight. We have lots of people in attendance. The requirement is just one person, so we certainly met that criteria, and information was sent out both to the press and on our website and in our meeting notice on how to attend via Zoom.
Okay. Chris, check back with you one more time.
No, sir, there isn't anyone wishing to speak.
Okay. Moving on to the standing committee reports this evening. First standing committee report is Building and Zoning Committee, Chairman Hopkins.
Thank you, President Wallace. We have one item on our agenda, and that's the bill. That's an ordinance amending the Bartlett Municipal Code, Title 10, zoning to regulate off-street parking and storage of vehicles from motor vehicle dealerships, approving the rezoning preliminary and final PUD plan, and granting a special use permit for the Bartlett Automotive Mall Planned Unit Development. I don't know if we want Roberta to kind of give us a quick rundown, or
Well,
I should make the motion first.
I'll go ahead and make a motion.
I move to approve ordinance 2021-112, an ordinance amending the Bartlett Municipal Code Title 10, zoning to regulate off-street parking and storage of vehicles for motor vehicle dealerships, approving the rezoning, preliminary and final PUD plan, and granting a special use permit for the Bartlett Automotive Mall Planned Unit Development.
I'll second that.
Moved by trustee Hopkins, seconded by trustee Gansey. Do we have any discussion? I guess one of the things I would want to hear is just a little bit of answers to the question about the staging and making sure that that's top of mind when we go into the development.
Well, I think I'd like to go over for the record the Plan Commission's additional conditions. I can touch on that a little bit then. Just to answer Michael's question, that road, as far as I understand right now, is still under the jurisdiction of IDOT, but they would, I believe the village is going to take that frontage road over, and when we do, as I explained to him, that we will probably do some improvements to that road. So this is coming back to you for the second time, and the Plan Commission did review the request and conducted the required public hearing on December 9th, 2021. The Commission did recommend approval, subject to the conditions and findings of fact recommended by the staff, and they had the following additional conditions. So the first one is that the general maximum illumination levels of the west parcel south parking lot shall not exceed 4.0 foot candles. So we're looking at this area to the south of the two proposed dealership buildings.
Mm-hmm.
At the Plan Commission meeting, it was discussed that the lighting levels on the east parcel were averaging around 4 to 6 foot candle measurements, and so the Plan Commission felt that this area adjacent to the residential should also mirror those numbers and have their illumination levels reduced. And so the petitioner agreed to do that. The second condition was for a fence to be placed along the south and west sides of the west parcel south parking lot, and it shall be opaque. So they are looking at along this property line and then the south property line. Originally, the petitioner's application showed a vinyl-clad chain link fence. It is see-through, and at the discussions that took place at the Plan Commission meeting, the petitioner agreed to install a solid either vinyl or wood fence at those two locations to help screen the proposed use from the residential. And then finally, the third condition was that all construction activity traffic shall access the east parcel from the Lake Street frontage road and shall be prohibited from Horizon Drive. So again, back over on the east parcel here, there was a curb cut proposed on Horizon Drive. There's a curb cut proposed on the north frontage road, and the Plan Commission felt that all of the construction traffic should enter and exit the site from this north curb cut and travel along the frontage road. We would prohibit all construction traffic from coming in this direction.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Perfect. I'm very pleased with the Planning Commission's detail in that, and it sounds like the residents were satisfied as well, so that's good. I don't have any other questions.
When the deliveries do come for vehicles, have you guys touched on that? Will they actually pull physically onto the lot to unload them, or will the car carrier park on Horizon Drive or
I think
Frontage Road?
I'd like the petitioners to answer that if they could.
Yes, this is Attorney Peter Bezos. Can you hear me, Council?
Yes.
Thank you very much, and thank you for holding the special meeting. No, the car carriers will not unload on any public street, and it's anticipated that probably the easiest route for the car carriers to the east lot will be on the frontage road access point. I know my other team members are on the phone, Bob Goodmanson, especially our engineer. So, Bob, if I have misstated that, please let me know. But otherwise, where Roberta is showing that would be where the car carriers would come in.
That is, can you hear me? Yeah,
Yes.
that is exactly correct. And we put appropriate arcs, radiuses on that entrance coming off the frontage road so that the car carriers can pull in. We have an extra wide right where Roberta's flash point is. We have an extra wide driveway there. The car carrier will stop, unload, and then be able to depart the site.
Great.
Thank you.
Yep.
Is there any other questions?
Nope.
Hearing none, will the clerk please call the roll?
Trustee Gunstein,
Yes.
Hopkins,
Yes.
Ranky,
Yes.
Abstain?
Swansky,
Yes.
I think we jumped.
Daney,
Yes.
Gansey.
Yes.
That's okay. Trustee Ranky, I think that Gansey got a little antsy. I thought you weren't going to say anything, but just for the record, because I think it got muffled, Trustee Ranky has to recuse himself.
Thank you, Mr. President, correct.
Thank you, Trustee Ranky, for being on. That motion carries.
That's all we have under building and zoning tonight.
Thank you, Trustee Hopkins. Next item we have on our agenda this evening is under, where's my bookmark at? Yes. Gunstein said yes. Okay. Next item we have on our Community and Economic Development Committee for Chairman Gansey.
Thank you, Mr. President. We have a resolution supporting and consenting to approval of Class 7C real estate tax incentive for the properties located at 1201, 1215, and 1105 West Lake Street. This is a request for the village board to approve the resolution supporting a Cook County Class 7C classification for property tax assessment purposes for the properties located at those addresses on West Lake Street. It is in support of attracting 2 automobile dealership buildings, one to contain approximately 55,000 square feet of building area for the purpose of a Hyundai dealership, and the other to contain approximately 18,000 square feet of building area for the purposes of operating a Genesis Auto dealership. This property tax incentive is to make the property tax burden for the property competitive and comparable to surrounding counties. So with that, I motion to approve a resolution for 2021-113-R, a resolution of the Village of Bartlett supporting and consenting to approval of Class 7C real estate tax incentive classification for the commercial development of properties located 1201, 1215, and 1105 West Lake Street in the Village of Bartlett and Cook County, Illinois.
I'll second that.
It's moved by Trustee Gansey, seconded by Trustee Hopkins. Is there any discussion
No,
regarding the 7C?
I do not.
Is this the first 7C that we've issued?
No. I think there's one on
There is one other.
different on Devon.
Siebert Landscaping was the first one, but you're correct. The most common one that we do see is the 6B, the retail.
Yeah, okay. Okay, any other discussion? Hearing none, will the clerk please call the roll?
Trustee Hopkins,
Yes.
Swansky,
Yes.
Daney,
Yes.
Gansey,
Yes.
Gunstein. Gunstein. Trustee Gunstein,
You might be.
Sorry, yes,
Okay,
yes. Can you hear me? Sorry, I had you on mute.
yes.
thank you. Is that it? A motion carries.
Trustee Ranky abstains again.
Trustee Ranky
Oh,
abstained.
so sorry.
I thought you missed one. Abstention from Trustee Ranky. Thank you very much, Chairman Gansey. Finance and Golf Committee, Chairman Daney.
Thank you, Mr. President. We have nothing on the agenda this evening.
Thank you, Chairman Daney. License Ordinance, Chairman Gunstein.
Thank you, Mr. President. We have nothing to report tonight.
Thank you, Chairman Gunstein. Police and Health Committee, Chairman Swansky.
Thank you, Mr. President. We have nothing on our agenda this evening.
Thank you, Chairman Swansky. Public Works Committee, Chairman Ranky.
Thank you, Mr. President, nothing on Public Works tonight.
Thank you, Chairman Ranky. Any new business for the good of the order? Hearing none, does anybody have any questions?
Quick question. When we redo Horizon Drive and Frontage Road, could we use MFT funds for that?
Yeah. All right, good question. Anything else? Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by trustee Stawanski, moved by trustee Hopkins. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Trustee Daney,
Yes.
Gansey,
Yes.
Gunstein,
Yes.
Hopkins,
Yes.
Ranky,
Yes.
Stawanski.
Yes.
We are adjourned.